sure you're on there.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, it is raining so hard here right now, I'm sitting in my car, you just can't believe it.
All right.
I'm on Zoom.
Meeting come to order. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This meeting is being recorded and videoed. Roll call.
Corey. Tracy Bruno.
Here,
Ted Hill.
Here.
David Knauff. KRISTI Serafini-Brooks.
Here.
John Simon.
Here.
David Walker.
Here.
Mayor Justin Lynn.
Here.
I need a motion to accept the minutes from last month's meeting.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
aye.
Opposed? Okay, I have resolution 13-2026, rules for public comment and speaking. A resolution of the Borough of Renovo establishing rules for public comment and speaking at Borough Council meetings. Whereas the Borough Council of Renovo Borough recognizes the importance of public participation in local government. And whereas the Pennsylvania Sunshine Law requires that the public be given a reasonable opportunity to comment on matters of concern, official action, or deliberation before the council. And whereas the council seeks to ensure that public comment is conducted in an orderly manner, respectful and efficient manner that allows all voices to be heard while enabling the council to conduct its business effectively. Now therefore, be it resolved by the Borough Council of Renovo Borough as follows. Section 1, public comment period. A designated public comment period, gallery, shall be included on the agenda of each regular and special meeting of Borough Council. Public comment shall occur prior to official action on any agenda item. Please understand that this is not a time for dialogue with the Borough Council members. Rather, the Borough Council will listen to all comments and consider them in further deliberation. We ask that you please direct complaints of a personal nature regarding an individual employee directly to the Borough Secretary. We have complaint forms in the office that can be completed and will be reviewed by the Administration Committee. Section 2, registration to speak. Individuals wishing to speak are requested to sign in before the meeting begins, providing their name, address, and the topic they wish to discuss. Speakers who have not signed in may still be recognized at the discretion of the council president. Section 3, time limits. Each speaker will be limited to 4 minutes per comment period unless extended by the council president. A person may not yield unused time to another speaker. Section 4, rules of decorum. Speakers must address their remarks to the council as a whole, not to individual members, staff, or other attendees. Personal attacks, profanity, or destructive behavior will not be permitted. The council president may rule a speaker out of order and end their remarks if they violate these rules. Section 5, applicability. These rules apply to all public meetings of the Borough Council, including regular, special, and committee meetings, except where otherwise required by law. Resolved and adopted this 8th day of July 2026 by the Borough Council of Renovo Borough, Pennsylvania. I need a motion to accept the resolution.
I'll make a motion. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Reading and approval of the bills. Administration.
AmTrust for our workers' comp payment, $1,765. Solicitor Stuart Hall, $280. Comcast, $175.26. Quill for Inc., $143.09, for a total of $2,363.35.
Building.
PP&L, $209.52. UGI, $70.84. Barwell Sanitation Disposal, $175. WCCMA, $128, and the police bunk room, $432. Lowe's, a hot water heater, $689.27 for a total of $1,576.63.
Police.
Verizon, $119.57. Chase printer and postage, $207.94. Wex, $244.79. Comcast, $431.17. Mergus, $850 for the total of $1,853.47.
Streets.
USDA pickup truck loan, $206. USDA dump truck loan, $364. Wex, $223.79. Tony's Hardware, $867.29. PPL Garage is $66.88. Lowe's White Striping Paint, $162.79. Denny Electric Supply, electrical cover plate for, I believe that's Hungary Avenue, $166.55. And PPL Highway Aid, $38.88. PPL Highway Aid, $149.84. PPL Highway Aid, $2,159.86 for the total of $4,400.88.
And parks.
PPL, $190.20. Wex, $223.23. Tony's Hardware Mower Decks, Trimmer, String, and Trash Bag, $331.86. Chase for toilet paper, $51.85. WCCMA 9th Street and 16th Street Parks, $216 with a total of $1,013.14.
Motion to pay the bills.
Make the motion to pay the bill.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Gallery?
I don't have anybody signed up.
Okay. Monthly correspondence. Clinton County Planning Department sent their June 2026 Planning Department report. Codes Assessment Professionals sent a copy of the monthly permit activity. Western Clinton County Municipal Authority sent minutes from their June 3rd and June 17th, 2026 meeting. Renova Chief of Police sent June 2026 reports. GD and F Engineers sent a letter concerning Act 14 notification concerning Western Clinton County Municipal Authority application for PWS permit number 4180058-301, project name Patty's Run Filter Turbidity Analyzer Replacement. Clinton County Tax Collection Committee sent their amended bylaws as well as their 2027 budget. PA Liquor Control Board sent a notification letter on the transfer of liquor license from Merrick Enterprise, Inc. to Renovo Supermarket, Inc., Renovo Supermarket. Question on the correspondence.
The, correspondence from the tax collection committee, that budget and the bylaws have not been approved yet. We were supposed to have a meeting June 30th, but it was canceled due to the city hall of Lockhaven didn't have air conditioning, or they're having problems with their air conditioning. So whenever the meeting is rescheduled, that's what we're gonna be looking at, is the bylaws and the budget.
Mayor's report.
One interesting thing that happened in Renovo that I don't know if anybody noticed was Haggerty Insurance, just like AAA does, names a road every year for the road of the year. And 144 was the road of the year. And oddly enough, when those guys were running that road, they were Porsches and they blew a tire. And so I helped them with their tire. And so I actually had the guy who wrote the article's number, and they want to do another follow-up article on town, which is awesome.
Mhm.
But because of that, I had already talked to Senator Dush about seeing if we can get an unofficial designation like the Tail of the Dragon or something so that we could market it. And because of the Haggerty thing, now they've called me back and they've already talked to PennDOT about possibly giving that road a designation. And so we might be able to give it a net designation, and I think we're doing something like the Timber Rattler or something like that, that's like fits the area. But that way we can market it, will come through Renova to drive that, because people already do it.
Mhm.
So if we can do that, they said literally, they don't know if Pennsylvania does that, but they would like to be the first road in Pennsylvania that they would designate. So whether we can pull it off or not, that would be really cool, and it'd be good for town. So I just thought it was really interesting news, so that's awesome.
Thank you, Mayor. Committee reports, administration.
In the general fund, we have $42,877.76 after the payment of bills. I looked back and our budget for real estate, we had set 200,000, we've collected 137,947 so far. That's probably about it. Cause we always have about 60,000 left that turns into the tax claim bureau. So 42,877 is what we're looking at for the year. So take it easy on spending, if everybody could. We received no June real estate taxes, earned income taxes. We received $5,524.29. June LST, we received $269.46. We will be getting delinquent taxes. They'll start railing in here soon, but that's where we're at with what we have.
Thank you. Police and fire.
Finally, thank you, Teddy, for that
Yeah.
wonderful
Yeah.
job.
Well, it just wasn't me.
Oh, you did a good job keeping that thing under control.
It was all the
And then
HOA,
personnel wise.
community come together to help out with donations of water, food. Like I said, I mean, for what we had, yeah, everyone did a good job.
Yes, they did.
Especially for 4th of July.
Building, health and sanitation.
Well, the building we have still. That's all I have done.
So building wise, we lost our hot water tank Friday.
Oh, yeah.
They kind
So that had to be replaced, so we got a new hot water tank for the building.
We know how old that was.
I don't know, I don't wanna know. We got a new one and we have hot water.
So we're talking about streets, right? Streets, parks. Is that what?
Now we're on, well, the
Okay.
building one, we
Okay.
lost it, yeah.
For building, I did talk with Gene Sockman, and he is considering working with us to clean off the site and donate. They were going to donate the building anyway,
Right.
but he is waiting, we're waiting for the state fire marshals and their insurance and our insurance. So that's where we stand with that.
Yeah, we did.
Fire marshals, it's still under investigation at this time, so
Sure.
they, when he gets done with his stuff, then move on from there.
Gene Sockman said, we talked to him on Monday. Anything we need, if we need him to come up or anything, just let him know and he'll.
Well, when I spoke to him, he was planning on coming up in August anyway, but I don't know if that has changed since or not.
That's what he had told me too.
Okay.
He was coming up the 1st of August. Alright, streets and parks.
I just have a question.
Have anything, go ahead.
What all vehicles did we lose?
The bucket truck and all the larger lawn care equipment, the vacuum sweep, the ATV, the new snow blower, push snow blower we just got, and didn't even get used yet.
So, we had a pickup truck loan and a dump truck loan, either one of them.
No, we good on those.
Okay.
No, we
I
got the-
didn't know if maybe,
We got the dump truck
those
out and
loans
the
would be
backhoe out
okay,
before the building, actually when the building collapsed, where the backhoe was sitting.
okay.
Since he got that out, and we were setting up to start fighting it. That's how quick he was there, he got it out of there. And he was, when we pulled in the ambulance, he was backing out of that place with the truck.
So what are we gonna do for lawn?
Right now, Chapman Township has donated, and what Vince is, I got to talk a little bit with him today. Chapman Township donated a zero turn to use until we get something permanently, and I think he was gonna, I wanted them to clean out the Irving garage so it could be stored and not sitting outside. So, where he wants.
Looked like, water and sewer people were out there.
Yes, they're helping us out, they
Yeah,
cut
they
16th
cut
Street
more.
Park
Yeah,
today.
cause I seen Kyle down there cutting.
This
corn.
week, and I think Vince told me this week and the week of the 18th, there is taken care of for grass cutting, that somebody's volunteered to take care of that for us.
That's right.
Which as usual, the town comes together when needed,
Absolutely.
so, but. It's not good for lawn equipment right now. We did save some lawn push mowers though, so.
And hopefully all that was insured.
We have to go borrow roadblock signs because we don't have any now. So, and I talked to Mike before he even started tearing the buildings down, he told me whatever we need, he has extra that if we need it, we could go down to Smith's and pick up that stuff also, so. But he did, Mike took care of it for us.
He did that for free, didn't he? Smith? No, I'm saying take down the building? I don't know.
See what happens.
I was like, oh, that'd be great if you did.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know whether this is under roads or not, John, but, Greg had said he wanted, limbs and trees down that are blocking the, 35 mile an hour speed limit sign. And I went down and looked today, it's not Chapman's, unfortunately it's Renovo's.
Yeah, it's in, the bottom dropped it.
Yeah, it's right at the, right at the bridge.
Yeah.
And it's not really a tree that needs to come down, just some limbs. If they can get, pole saw and cut it down so that people can see that speed limit sign.
No more on that, I didn't even bother him today, cause he was trying to get stuff cleared out long enough to get we didn't know if the insurance people were
Yeah.
coming today or not, so he was trying to separate, so you can at least see all the equipment that we had lost.
I know he's out there separating stuff. But that's what Greg was complaining about.
Anything else? All right, ordinance.
We're done voting on ordinances. We actually received our first payment for, lawn that we cut. And we charged them $60, and she paid us the $60, so, that's the way we're gonna go. If we have to cut them, we're gonna charge them.
That's the way it should be.
At least they get cut.
We have been using, community service people to do that stuff. If you have community service, it's kind of stuff we do all the time, so, it's going good. It's going good, same people as last time, but,
So it's our equipment that they're using to cut?
Yeah,
I'm assuming,
yeah.
okay, so that's why we can charge?
Yes.
Okay.
And grants.
Nothing right now at this time. I talked to Joe Lyons about the Foley building on St. Clair, and he's supposed to get back to me. He's supposed to talk to the owner about it and see, you know, it's not a grant, but, hoping to try to find something that's the next thing that we can knock down. And if there's grants out there, I talked to Steve Gibson, and he said there is emergency funding out there, just not available as of yet. So, something that I'm trying to work on.
I did see that the
If
county,
anyone has, sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, if anyone has, any other input to it, but Steve Gibson said there is an emergency funding that may be able to, and then when he told me to call Joe Lyons, when I called Joe Lyons said that, he was meeting with the owners, that was probably about a week and a half ago, and then they were gonna decide what they were gonna do. I don't know what's come of that, I haven't heard from Joe Lyons.
I've seen where the county applied for money or got money to help with blight. And we were named in there in other areas with blight. It said Renova's blight and other areas, so.
yeah, cause I'm waiting for, Steve to get back to me on A Street, the church or
Oh, yeah.
whatever it is.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
he's trying to find money to take that one down too.
Too bad someone
Yeah.
didn't buy that and fix it up.
We finally got the
They had a
electric
chance.
taken down.
That sucks, cause that was a cute place.
They were a few weeks before they got to that.
Anything else, Tracy?
No, that's it for now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do we have any unfinished business? Yay. New business. Resolution 14-2026, adopting the new Renovo Borough flag.
I'll make a motion that you have to read the resolution
You
first.
want me to?
Go ahead.
Thanks. Resolution of the Borough of Renovo adopting a new Borough of Renovo flag. Whereas the Renovo Borough Council has recommended that the borough adopt a flag that reflects the borough community, and whereas the Borough Council agrees with and endorses such recommendation, and whereas the flag consists of a dark brown background, a golden shield and within that is a golden steam locomotive in the center, and two golden rearing white-tailed deer on either side of the locomotive. Renovo 1866 at the bottom. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of Renovo in the County of Clinton, State of Pennsylvania, that the Borough of Renovo hereby adopts a new official flag of the borough as described above. Adopted and approved July 8th, 2026. I need a motion to accept the resolution.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed?
How many flags are we gonna get?
It's the same one.
No, are we gonna do more than one? Maybe poke both ends of the,
Yeah, I mean, we can order as many as we want. I mean, I can order a ton of them. I figure I'm probably gonna order a lot for Flame and Foliage. I just was hoping people would order their own, but because they're custom, it's hard for people to order them. So I just have to order a ton of them at once, and they're like $25 a piece to order.
cause I'd like to see one down,
Yeah.
when they're coming in, to Renovo, and one going out, Renovo.
Can I donate money to buy one, or I'll buy?
Yeah, you can just tell me you want them, and as long as
Yeah.
everybody tells me how many they want.
Cause I would like, we should have,
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe one in here to go next to the state flag.
Yep.
Do we have a state flag?
We have a big one
You
for
got- you
here.
got a big
We already have one in
For
here?
Well, a big
Okay.
one for the wall in here. But
just
we could have one
couldn't
for
hang
outside.
it yet because it wasn't
Yeah, we don't
done.
have a resolution.
Do we need to put it down on the 3 flagpoles that they're putting up down at the Memorial Park?
I mean, I would like to see it be
I- you
used
know,
as,
instead of
as a
putting-
symbol of pride for us.
Yeah.
You know?
Instead of putting the county up, maybe
Yeah.
we should put our flag up.
Well, you can
Yeah.
put.
We can put 2 on
we
one
can
too.
Put 2 on one, you can put the county flag, and we can put the borough
Mhm.
flag underneath it.
So what would it be, the American, state, and then
Yes,
county?
the American has to be higher
Yeah.
than.
Yeah.
There's rules, yeah.
Yes, I know there are, yes. I always think about that as I'm flying my flag.
Let me know how much they are.
Well, I don't charge anything extra for them. I bought 10 just to see how nice they were, because it takes a couple weeks to get them, and they came and they were even nicer than I expected. The ones that I ordered, they're like 3-ply, so they have like black fabric in between, so they don't get that ghost image, and they're really heavy duty. So I was gonna put another order together and order a ton, but being $25 a piece, order 100 of them.
Yeah,
It
that's.
adds up quick, yeah. So yeah, I can put a big order together and just put it together, It's like, that's not a big deal.
Okay, Bradco signs, police and street signs for $670.25.
What are these signs?
Police have requested them. I emailed them. I asked him, and then he said they're not needed right now.
We have 4 12x18 no parking signs, something with space. 2 24x30 speed limit 35 miles per hour sign. 2 24x30 do not pass signs. 2 36x12 one-way right-of-way signs. And 5.
That's the way he needs to put them up.
Oh, okay,
The stuff at the bottom is.
okay, I see.
So
It's all the
budgeted-
assembly.
Yeah, and you budgeted 200 if we have the money in the budget. If we receive, Vinny says they can wait and maybe work it into the budget somehow next year to get them. But the only one Greg says he absolutely needs right now is where they did the double lines up on, what do y'all call that? By the bar.
Up by Green Lantern.
PennDOT
Road
changed
run.
the road and it's no longer passable. He said he needs a sign there to be able to give tickets that say no passing.
That's what my question was gonna be, are any of these needed for safety, security?
All of them are
Imply-
being replaced except for that
Very
one.
almost straight
So we
stretch.
need that one.
Mhm.
So,
And you have 200, and I
Is
think
that
that
one
one's 100.
in the borough? Which side of the bridge is the one?
Oh,
is it
yeah.
gonna be on?
Yeah, you cross water, you're out of the borough.
That's not.
Yeah, that's,
where,
but the
There's
solid
probably
line
placement.
is from the bridge to Berry Hollow. Not
Yeah.
Berry Hollow, it's, on our
It's our
side,
side.
the bridge
Yeah.
this way.
You want me to check with PennDOT first and say, y'all changed the road and didn't put a sign up?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, that should be their responsibility.
Isn't that Noise Township?
Well, over the
it
bridge.
could be, yeah.
You want me to do
It's
that?
technically Route 140. It was about the same first time that they came.
And change the.
Well, my next question is, Drillinger can't pull anybody over in Noise Township if they're passing in Noise Township.
If he's sitting at Prairie Run,
It's
Oh,
on.
because okay,
he sits
I
at
got
Prairie
it.
Run,
Okay.
that's
Still
all
on.
where he
Okay,
is.
That's-
okay.
That's the solid line.
I need to do it, okay.
And then the rest, Tim, I put it on for when we do the budget to try to figure out if we can get, cause the signs are old, like,
Yeah.
they're old and funky, and they need replaced, but
Sure.
budget wise,
We're a little tight.
we need
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bucket truck.
The signs we have are working,
Yeah.
but definitely
Alright,
this.
but I can add that to, okay,
So ask PennDOT if they're going, cause really that's,
on them.
Should be there.
it's a
Yeah.
state road, so they should, yeah.
Okay.
And they change the traffic.
And if
And
not,
they
we'll,
just-
Their road.
we'll discuss it at next meeting and maybe just that sign.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Everybody think that's-
The Rockton Hill Wall Project rehab.
Alright, update, as of this morning, Darren said that he talked to the district office and they're waiting on an updated agreement from Harrisburg. Not sure how long it's gonna take, but it's in the works. That is as of this morning.
Don't buy the paint yet.
Yeah.
Don't buy the.
So I was talking to, I don't know if this is relevant, or I guess it's relevant, I was talking to Rich Wyckoff, who loves our town, loves our kids, and he's trying to talk a student at and I might be relaying this wrong. He was trying to talk a student into making a Renovo postcard that says like, welcome to Renovo. And at the same time, I was thinking about what you had said about painting drop-in wall. And I thought that would be awesome to incorporate, I don't know what your thought was, but if somebody designed something.
We should have to be careful just kind of the optics of it. Like if you did big lettering, stuff that could be visible, but if it was like even remotely scenery, you might run into a Wile E. Coyote situation where people are hitting the wall.
Yes.
So that's why I was like, you have to be really careful what you paint that.
Yes.
That would be the only thing I'd be careful.
I have a suggestion, that we ask all the residents in Renova what they would like to see there.
That's a
What,
good idea.
what they would like to have say on it, or.
The only thing I would say is no scenery.
No,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
you know, we'll do a white background, but,
Yeah.
there is cracks in it that we're gonna have to fill in first.
Yeah.
You know, from the water right through, but I just thought, if people get involved by asking for their
Yeah.
suggestions on it, then we can decide what we wanna do.
And they feel like they're part
Yeah.
of something in the
Yes.
community.
Yeah.
And that's a big, and everybody sees it.
Yeah,
Cause I'm sure Harrisburg is gonna have all the do's and don'ts in their letter.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Alright, the handicap parking sign.
Greg ran it, this is, it's for Mastriana, he's fine with it, y'all do have an ordinance that say that if they have a garage, they can park in the garage, however, her wheelchair will not fit in the garage to get in the car and out of the car, is why she's asking for it, so he said it's up to council at that point.
is this the one over on Huron? Cause I think they came up,
Ontario.
Yeah, it has,
or
no,
Ontario.
Yeah.
has to be,
The house is
older,
right here
yeah.
on, but their parking is in the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a as far as I know, I didn't drive by it later on this afternoon, but I think, they came up and towed that. Cause Greg had talked to, them yesterday about coming to get that,
Okay,
so, you know,
yeah, cause I saw them telling the other one that he was talking about too down,
down in Chapman, yeah.
yeah.
So, maybe they came and got it today. I mean, I'll drive by and let you know in the morning. Because she is, I mean,
I don't know who you talked to her, I don't
she's
know.
a
who
very
she
nice
is.
lady, and, you know, it was her daughter was saying all these problems, and she said, there is no problem. She said, my daughter just overdoes it.
So they want a handicap spot in front of the house for her.
Back,
Oh, in the back.
It's on the
So
back.
she can
Yeah,
pull
there's
up and
no-
get her mom.
you are on Avenue. She's on Avenue.
Her address is on Huron,
It
Huron
would be,
Avenue. It's,
324.
Champlain,
From
the mail.
it's beyond Dottie's old house.
it would be Champlain Avenue.
Yeah,
Down from the
Yeah, so
Even-
it's-
but she still wants it in the back.
Yeah, she's 84 years old.
Because there's no
close
parking out
proximity.
front.
Yeah, she-
I got it.
Cause I told her, you know, you can, you know, come out the front, you're just gonna have to put the four ways on like everybody else does, while you get the thing, and she said, I prefer to go out the back, but she might already have it set up to go out the back.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier on the through the back door.
the cleanscape.
Wait, you guys, what y'all wanna do? What y'all wanna do?
Oh,
Make-
Oh, we can
Sorry.
approve that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve the handicap spot due to,
all in favor,
Aye.
opposed?
Aye.
Now, cleanscapes in that,
Did y'all get the,
no.
did y'all get the dates? It's gonna do all 5. They need dates, so I can text you back.
can you read them?
Yeah.
The dates.
Do you want 1 weekend, 2 weekends?
So it says they need to pick 2 different weekends in September, either September 11th and 12th, 18th and 19th, or 25th and 26th. This is for the Cleanscapes Board to approve.
When do the kids go back to school?
August.
August. So it won't interrupt getting the kids ready to go back to school.
And
No,
one, no,
It'll be done in a area where it's not gonna interfere
Right.
with anything.
and one person from each township has to be there to help load. So we could pick a weekend, but that doesn't mean that every other township's gonna be able to coordinate.
I think that's what we're trying to do,
So,
trying to pick out the best date with the most help.
did anybody give weekends?
Well, why don't we-
Those are the 2 weekends they narrowed it down to.
There's 3.
Oh, there's 3.
There's the 11th,
And do you
12th,
wanna do it
18th,
1
19th.
weekend or 2 weekends?
11th, 12th,
Yeah, you need
18th,
to.
19th, or 25th and 26th, why don't they just say every weekend in
In September,
September?
except for the 1st.
But they want you to pick 2 weekends,
I-
right? Then they're gonna narrow it down to 1 after that.
I don't have a
From the
preference.
3 to 2 to 1.
So I can email back and say, we don't have a preference, just let us know when, where, and what.
Does Vinny normally go to our pickups? Does Vinny normally do that?
He helps out.
And we can get,
That's what I thought, like he
we can
normally.
get our communities to do this.
Sure, but we have to have one person from our township.
Well, if Vinny's the guy that's gonna be there, then.
Yeah, if he, like Dave said, he goes up on his own time. he can
Right,
do it.
So, that's all good, I got it. I'm looking at every
Can I ask what it's for?
weekend in
Kristi?
September.
Cleanscapes,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
to clean up the town.
Oh, okay.
It's what they normally, they bring the dumpsters in,
Whenever they
And you
bring all
bring
the dump-
house.
You get rid of everything, your electronics and all that
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Well, no,
It's not
no,
electronic.
there's,
Yeah, there's stipulations.
yeah, don't be telling people,
Only.
Not-
It's-
Like
No,
no
it's-
paint,
it's no paint, stuff like that, no appliances or anything like
It's like
that.
Yeah,
broken
there's
broken
stipulations.
lawn
Furniture
furniture
and stuff
or
like that.
rubbish that you've had
I
sitting,
thought
like
that-
weeds and things like that.
When we did it at the old fire company, when they did it, you could bring everything, TVs, computers,
And-
paint, so that you can get rid of that
Mhm.
stuff.
Don't tell. people
No, I
that.
don't think,
Only-
this one's not, I think that's,
Actually, it
it's a
should
different,
say in there exactly
Yeah, I
what
don't-
you're allowed to have.
It does give you all household,
I don't think that one
whatever.
did.
No, but
It
it said it
doesn't-
had
There
a
was,
section,
it was in
I didn't
another
see it.
posting,
Yeah.
they'll advertise in the paper and
Mhm.
stuff, what you
Yes,
can bring,
they
you
list
can't
it,
bring.
yeah.
So is that what you wanna do, just,
I'll just email her back, say Benny will be there, and it doesn't matter, just let us know the date.
Will you check with Vinny to make sure that he can do it?
Yeah,
Will you check with Benny to make sure he
Yeah,
can
we
be there,
can do
Dave?
that. Yes, we
Thanks.
can. Every weekend in September except the first weekend. After the first weekend in September,
Yeah, the first
Pick 2
weekend
days.
is Labor Day.
or pick 2 weekends. And one
okay,
of them, that's it.
I need a motion to approve payment for Memorial Park from the ATV grant funds to Clinton County for $7,500.
And this is the grant money that we received,
Yeah.
we have $300,050.
Mm-hmm. And then as we get the bills,
We,
they're gonna pay them, and then we'll reimburse
Yeah,
them.
that's,
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Okay.
Okay.
Tracy.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
For the environmental.
They want a specific name for the new campground at Memorial Park. What's wrong with Memorial Park?
I think they
Memorial
got
Park
Isn't it-
Campground,
Alright, that's fine.
there's your new name.
When Lee Funk was here, he gave us a whole, he was talking about that, and is that the name that he wanted to keep at Memorial Park? I'm trying to remember. Patty, do you remember?
I wasn't here when he was here.
I think.
Why do we have to change it?
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
I would just say Memorial Park Campground.
Why would you?
Mm-mm.
I think that's what Lee was, he didn't want us to lose that Memorial Park name. I think that was what he was,
Yeah, we have the
Yeah.
orange street.
Yes.
I agree with Lee 100%.
Yes.
You know what? I
I mean, if we keep it same, but if
Keep it
they
what
want
it is.
something added to it, we'll just say it can't, Memorial Park
Yeah.
Campground.
cause he gave us the whole background history of why it was named that, and I believe that's what he wanted to keep it. He didn't want us, yeah, he,
With respect to all the veterans,
Yes,
absolutely, it should not lose its name.
I think we should keep it the same,
Add campground.
if we
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
You want a motion for that?
I'll make a motion that we name the campground Memorial Park Campground, or Memorial Park.
No, Memorial Park Campground, that's.
It's still Memorial Park,
Yeah.
but I think we have to add campground to it, cause it's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a campground.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, borough properties. What am I supposed to do with it?
Y'all asked for the list of borough properties to see if y'all wanted to sell some of them or did not want to sell some of them.
It's what we own.
It's what you own. To the best of my knowledge, let me
Yeah.
rephrase that, to the best of my knowledge. I dug. Do y'all wanna revisit that after the whole, we get all that?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's revisit that. We are agree on that?
Mhm.
Okay.
Next.
And the data center ordinance.
Oh, is that the zoning change thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Tracy,
Yes,
did you hear what's up next?
I didn't hear it, I'm sorry.
The data center.
Ordinance.
The data center, or, yes. I was speaking to, Joe Lyons about that, and he said we should, if we don't put, now I have a hard time with the word, help me out there, Mitch, memorandum on that property.
Moratorium.
Yeah, that we would lose any right that anybody who could come in and decide what they want to do with the property, whether they take care of it or not, we really need to keep a little bit of control into that. And he said it was very important, and it came from Joe Lyons. And he said because he's having that issue with some other areas, that it's too late for them, and people are just doing whatever they personally want to. And as much as I am all for business to come there, I mean, let's be honest with you, we need to have some kind of control there, so that we just don't let anyone come in there without stipulations on everything that they do. Every regulation has to be up to code, it's something that we really have to look at a little more in depth.
Moratorium.
I'd actually like to have Joe Lyons come, if he could, maybe sometime and talk to us about that. I think, cause he's more versed in it. And so that's something I just thought about when he brought it to my attention. And because of my salon being in the Milton area, I am listening to that in the North Overland, in the Lycoming County area. It is a big issue where people are coming in and selling their land for millions.
yes, so.
I mean, millions.
Basically, what it boils down to is, and that's why I brought it up to begin with, is the law says if it's not specifically said what could be there, anything can be there. And they can bring a lawyer and argue that point. So if they, like, even a data center is a perfect example, because the loophole that they're using for data centers is, it's a warehouse. Oh, it's a warehouse that stores data. So they're literally using that as a legal loophole. We don't have the lawyers that we could lawyer up and fight these kind of things, but we have 100% of the control on the front end, and it's cheap and easy to do those things. So we can do it, and we can update our ordinances to say what that property is allowed for. And that's why I talked about moving from I3 to I2. I3 is literally every single thing. There is literally no business, none, not a single one. Doesn't matter what business it is, every single business falls under the umbrella of I3. It bars nothing. And I think that we should be mindful of that.
Listen, the thing is that, Justin, I agree in some points, but we have to remember that we are trying to bring business there to our area. And there are good data centers and there are bad data centers. And that's what we have to know what, listen, first place, there are organizations out there who could help us with that. When I spoke to the gentleman from Penn State, when he said about the water, he said, you know, there's actually some good things that could actually come of this. So I think we just don't have enough of the correct information. I just don't want us to put ourselves into a position where people go, I'm not going to invest in that community because they have too many regulations that it's already, when you say you're the most remote town, some people think that's a good thing. On a business aspect, that's really not a good thing. Because who wants to put their business in a town that is so remote, you cannot be reached by anything?
Do you think we should invite an expert here to actually tell us how the law works? Because I've done like a ton of research on this, and I actually thought about inviting the county and then to tell us how it actually works, because I don't think anybody here has a firm grasp on how it really works.
I believe the
And listen, Justin,
commissioners,
I agree with that. Is that me speaking?
Yes.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree 100%. And I would like to incorporate that with the gentleman I spoke through with Penn State as well, because he's one who said, you know, it's not all bad. And that's what he said. It's not all bad. And he said there are ways that they can regenerate that water, which I don't know enough about it to even speak on that, but I'm just telling you what I was told and what I'm listening to in another area as well. So, I mean, we just don't want to make our town so strict, mindfully strict on regulations that no one wants to come there. So, you know, let's be honest with you, we really want to see that happen. I have a question. Has the story building been sold yet?
no.
No.
I talked with Commissioner Russo on Monday. They are
So what
still,
is the holdup?
he was waiting for Joe Lyons to approve. They wanna put a 12 by 12 foot overhead door in the west end of the building. And they had to send their specs and everything to Joe Lyons
Okay.
for him to approve it.
Because that's 3 years that'll be now 3 years of back taxes that they owe us.
Okay, Tracy, from what I understand, Lock Haven City is looking to update their ordinance on these data centers. And possibly we can wait until they spend all their money and we can
That's
just
a great idea.
copy their ordinance.
Listen, I agree 100% because they do have industrial, you know, areas. And if you all remember what Commissioner Russo said. If this building here goes and it hires 10 to whatever, for the story building, and they need more room, they are going to look at the industrial park in, Lock Haven in the Mill Hall area. So that's something that just stuck in my head that, you know what? So we wanna really make sure that it's going to work out for us because of that statement.
Do we have to
But
change?
I agree, and I think we should see what they do first and see where they come up with something, and then maybe have someone look at it who's more versed in that.
Justin, I understand what you're saying about changing the zoning over there.
Yes.
But can't we amend our ordinance and not touch the zoning? If we amend our ordinance and make it more strict with industrial zones,
Well,
where I understand it's categorized as an I3, or, yeah, I3, but can't our ordinance
say,
dictate
so,
that?
I don't even remember when I first brought it up, I was saying every single municipality, I did literally like 100 hours reading on this, every single one used a layered approach to protecting their residents, layers, which is the ordinances and the zoning.
Mhm.
Now, Lock Haven disallows basically I3, they got rid of it when Hammermill went out. They took it out of the entire community, they don't allow it because it's not good for the residents. That's already what Lock Haven did. But then on top of that, they layered that with ordinances that I printed out and I gave to everybody. And those ordinances is like a second layer of protection. Now, we can put ordinances 100%, but, you know, you're looking at a multi-level thing. Like if you took data centers, which are, the problem with zoning is if it's not expressly stated, then you can argue that it is allowed.
And that's what I'm thinking, can't our ordinance say, we understand it's I3, but we are not allowing,
Well,
X,
that would be,
Y, and
well,
Z.
that would be in zoning, so that's zoning versus ordinance, you can't,
that's what I'm wondering.
yeah, you couldn't mention data centers being expressly excluded, but you could say, we are gonna allow I3, but, a data center, is disallowed, but you can't do that because you can't target a specific industry. So,
What is this data center? Is that an I2?
it would, I mean, it's being argued all sorts of things right now. Because it's not expressly, so we could basically amend it and say, data centers are I3, we're gonna step down to I2 zoning, we can amend it all, and then we never have to worry, and then if somebody wants to bring in something, I2. So say if, you know, this guy wants to put something here, the only thing that would happen was, instead of basically the zoning hearing board, which is 3 unelected officials, deciding whether or not it's allowed, which is how that works, then they would have to come here to this room and ask us, which I agree is how that should be done. So if something big and largely impactful is coming in, they should be able to come here and they should argue their position to us. This is what we're bringing to the community, this is what jobs we're bringing, this is what we're bringing.
We have to just review this very carefully because.
100%.
I mean, I don't wanna put nothing in here that hurts the community or the people, but also, I mean, I'm gonna bring it up again. That power plant was not gonna hurt a thing. It was no different than BHE out there doing the same thing. You know, people fought and fought against it. That was gonna generate $300,000 to $500,000 in tax revenue for the borough. But, you know.
Well, there's also a flip side too, because that decreases property values and ultimately that's gonna bring our tax revenue down too. So everything is a give and take. So yes, it might generate 300 new, but what's the impact if it takes down property values by another 25%?
But that's where we gotta get the experts in here.
Yes,
And start
100%.
leading us in the right way and, you know, so we can continue on to try to make this community the way it was many years ago.
Yes, 100%.
Without hurting the community or the people and everything else.
That's why I think we should invite people that are experts. That way, like, nobody's sitting here listening to me yammer on. You can actually ask somebody whose job it is that does it, and they can say, well, what if this, then this? And then they can tell you the legal process and how it all works.
How
You know
much
what I mean?
room
You hear
does the
from
data
them.
center want?
But right
We don't
now,
have
a
any
data
computers
center
with
rate does
We
not
don't
have
have
enough electrical grid to even run up here.
No.
Right.
Not yet.
So they wanted, I mean, I'm not saying they wouldn't, but, you know, they'd have to reconstruct the electrical grid and everything, and I don't see that.
Yeah, the only good for them would be through water supply, which
Yeah.
they need a big water supply. So, but again, it's one of those things, the legal battle of those things, we can't fight it.
But
And there's
they're
no
already
talk about one coming here that we know of.
No, we don't.
This is just a ahead of
Well,
schedule
what
meeting,
they,
we need to
yes,
discuss this,
yes.
just so that we're all,
Yeah, so what they do is basically they look for areas that they can exploit, because the law basically says if it's not expressly in zoning, if it's not expressly categorized, then you can jockey your position legally and say, well, I believe it is in this category, so we should allow it for this reason. And they literally look for places that are impoverished because they know they could exploit that
Oh.
weakness.
Yeah,
Well,
we're talking
we
about
have,
Huntington.
listen, someone bought
down
that
south.
land, Farm Vest, and I know this for a fact. John, who bought the land from Farm Vest, and whatever he wants to do, it's grandfathered in when he bought it. That's what I've been told.
Well, there is no grandfathering in, it's whatever, so as long as long as we decide it.
Justin, I'm just telling you, when he bought the land, that's what he was told.
Well, I mean, that's just not the law, though. I mean, we can bring an expert in to talk about that, but that's just not how the law works.
Well, I'm just, listen, like I said, I don't want us to get into a legal battle with someone.
No, I agree, that's why I think we should bring experts in to talk to us.
That's
Yes.
my
why
only-
we gotta just
I'm supposed to
get the proper people in here
Well,
to see how we go about things the better way.
most
I
likely know
agree,
that,
yep.
at the last administration, what did they agree with when, did they know what was Farm Vest bought the land, what, his intentions were?
I don't even know who owns it. Is that who owns it?
It's Johnny Johnny's, I don't know who it is exactly, I believe he owns like Lycoming Mall. a
Yeah,
couple other
he's
investment
the
companies.
one that,
Ooh, we'll take them all.
Yeah,
We would take them all.
You want that?
A
and
mini mall.
he's part of the Bass Pro Shop down there. from
Bringing
what I
it back.
understand.
Well, we'll take Bass Pro Shop.
100% take it back, Pro Shop.
What better place to put a Bass Pro Shop than right in the mountains?
Yeah.
You can buy your fishing rod and go fishing.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that, like, I think we should invite people
We take it.
to come and talk, even if we invite people from the county.
But also, these data centers are getting some, cause the Susquehanna River Basin Association
It's fighting.
is fighting them because they put in for permits for more water and more water. And they realize these extra gallon of water is gonna affect the Susquehanna that they need in certain areas.
Which is the Chesapeake water.
Yeah, so,
Outside of that.
Oh, it's a huge, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
huge conversation, but it extrapolates to more than just data. I mean, but I think if we're gonna sit in this room, I think that we should know how that works and how it all functions, so that we can manage the town better. I mean, we have basically a giant liability that if we're not smart about, it could be very bad for us if we're not smart. That's just the real truth of it.
We have to have unbiased people that come in.
Yeah.
That
I mean, so that's why,
expert in the situation, but they're unbiased as to one side or the other.
yes, well, somebody that's gonna be talking about the legal end of it,
Mhm.
yes, but the
Yes.
legal end of it.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so that's
Okay.
good.
Alright, moving on. 14th Street FEMA model deed restriction.
Y'all got the email correct? Did you read over it?
I don't remember.
Cause it wasn't just one grant, it was two, so it's, you're dealing with FEMA and BMA
Right.
on restrictions.
Use of the land to open space is perpetuity in.
Perpetuity.
Yeah, that too. What he said. In order to protect and preserve natural floodplain values.
That was just the gist of it.
Yeah.
But there's other do's and don'ts, and if you ever wanna sell the land, who or donate the land and you can't get money off of it, or whatever money off of it, it's gotta get like Memorial Park, and so that's in there.
There is not even grass growing yet.
No.
I don't
Yeah.
think
So
should
can
do
we
anything.
table
Yeah,
it?
100%.
We'll
Yeah,
visit it like,
let's wait till they get it
That'll
finished,
work.
then we got time
Thank
to
you.
decide. Cause he still has,
that will work.
I know Matt's on vacation right now, he's bringing more dirt and finished a lot of things.
The ground hasn't even settled yet.
Yeah, it's gonna settle.
We're not excited anymore.
Which the update on that is hopefully, the grant money for that is going to be coming next week. Cause somebody told Stombacher wrong, and they're after the money, and I haven't even gotten it yet. So as
I didn't
soon,
see that
I
in
mean,
there.
I came in here Friday or Saturday just to check, cause I was gonna call you to sign a check for him. And we don't have it yet, as soon as I get it, I'm calling you to sign the check.
That's all I have to do is sign a
Did-
check.
That's all you have to do, as
Did
president, sign
we-
check.
Get reimbursed for purchasing houses at tax sales?
Yeah, we got
Should be.
all of that money back already. It was 13 something we got back.
Did we get it back
Total.
already? So that's in that fund.
Wrong
Yeah.
answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love you.
I was hoping
It-
that's
it's-
extra money.
Yeah, me too.
And we were able to go back to the beginning. So me and Marcia were digging through files and receipts and copying, and it ended up being 13 that we got back.
13,000.
I feel
We got it already?
Mhm.
feel
Like
we
the check
spent
was in the bank.
Yeah, it's already, it's in the bank. Yeah, that's in the bank, Kristi.
$13,000 on lawyers alone.
Mhm.
That's yeah.
Cause it's all separate. There's a portion that y'all did have to pay, so we got reimbursed 13.
We got reimbursed probably for just buying the property.
Yeah,
off
that
the
was
lot,
before,
right?
this 13 was, so we
Oh.
got, that was like 7,000 something, we got another additional 13.
So it's funny.
Yes. Yep, okay. No, that is not, we do have a little bit more coming for taxes. That will be on next month's thing when Deb gives it to me and stuff, so we have a little bit more, but it's not like what I want.
We're not gonna be able to buy $700 worth of signs.
No,
Maybe.
you are not.
Okay.
Nothing else?
And then y'all's rental thing, that everybody's been nice. Joe did come back and say, after July 31st, the landlords will be getting a fine, will be issued, and will be posted as inhabitable, and they will be given 20 days to vacate the premises.
Do we even know what the fine is, Rich, did he say?
No, he didn't tell me what the fine is. I can find that out.
Do we know how many rentals are not in compliance, like how many did not fill out an application?
We only had 9 that filled it out. None of them that were in here that day have. And he's starting tomorrow. So he's starting on the ones that he has tomorrow.
You said
Does he
like
start tomorrow?
45.
Sent out 38 additional and then another 4, and then I have, cause people are tattling on each other. So I have 2 more letters to send out tomorrow. So yeah.
Has anybody came back and said they don't rent their property out?
Yes, yes.
And
Oh,
that's
and
legit?
that, yes.
And
Or-
it's legit, they don't rent it out?
No, it's, and some of them, like the older people, they don't have funds to get them up to safety code. So we do have a lot that are like, we don't have the funds to make it safety.
So you said older people, do they know?
All of them.
Do they know that there's, well, that's, if that's your option,
All of them.
is the older person the owner or the rent or owner?
And half of them haven't even been rented because they
Can't afford to fix them.
So Joe Lyons is thinking maybe they would be willing to sell it to the,
Rehab.
those people
Yeah.
to say, the land bank,
land
to
bank.
be, at least we could, they would take it,
Mhm.
knock it down, build something, tax revenue and all of that,
Even if they don't knock, just fix it
or
up.
just fix it
Yeah,
up.
or-
Yeah, cause that's really the first,
Yeah.
if you can fix it up, that's the whole purpose.
Cause if we can give them that option, hey, okay, we know you don't, but would you be willing to? I mean, did I send y'all the updated list?
The
I
only
mean,
problem
there's-
I had are homeowners or owners that did not sign up for it. And the only reason they didn't is because they don't want those residents in there.
I have heard that rumor.
Yeah,
They want us to be
that's
dangerous.
interesting. Yeah.
I got what you're saying.
Are they gonna come back to us? These residents, are they gonna come back to the borough?
It's not.
Yeah,
our-
that's not
Or,
fair, yeah.
I'm just asking the question.
No, they shouldn't be able to, Dave.
No, if
Goes back to the landlord.
if it's marked uninhabitable, it'd be up to the landlord to get them.
You know what I mean?
I would
Correct,
think.
it's not up to us to get it up to code, it's up to the owner.
No, I'm saying the owners will the residents sue
Expect us
the
to.
owner, or will they come back to the borough, cause we put
Why
this
would they
ordinance
just
in?
sue him, Dave?
They
Cause they're
can't.
not fixing it, or they're not,
Paying.
you have a place that has 7 renters. And instead of taking your money and fixing that building, cause you don't like the
That's what I mean.
tenants in there, so you'll just leave it go until the 20 days, and then you gotta move out.
Well, that's still not on
It's-
us.
That's a
it's not
safety
on us.
issue, that's not a tenant's rights issue.
Let's bring it back to the,
No,
that's,
at that point, I feel like the homeowner, whoever owns it, is going to be getting fined because there's somebody living in there. I think is the way that our ordinance is written,
Mhm.
and it's not up to code.
And I understand that, but
Yeah.
you have people that are gonna do this stuff, just not have it done, so they have Joe Lyons come down, put his 20-day tag on it.
And unfortunately, people will be displaced, that's the unfortunate part of it.
I just wanna make sure that
For
there's no
me-
way that we, that we can be
And
held responsible for that.
No, I mean, these are, I looked into it, they're all over the
Do you know how hard it is to
place.
displace someone
Yeah.
from a property?
Yeah.
I mean, if they have children, and that's very
yeah,
difficult.
wait for Joe Lyons to put 20-day notice
Well,
on
I'm
this.
just saying, do you know how difficult that is? Displacing someone from, or evicting someone?
if it's not up to code and it's a
I
safety,
know, but I'm still
I
saying
mean, I
that,
wouldn't want
I'm
my
just
child
telling
living
you.
in somewhere that's not safe.
That's not an easy feat,
Sure.
especially if they have children.
Well, look at the fires that have just happened and people don't have fire insurance on the buildings.
Wait a second, they didn't have fire insurance? Stockman didn't have fire insurance on that building?
Nobody's talking about that.
The other one,
We're not talking about that.
No.
That's nothing to do with anything.
No.
with this. I don't know why.
I'm like, wow, I didn't hear that, I'm sorry, but that's like what you just said. But, no, it's hard to evict someone. Very hard, very hard. Especially when they have children.
you know, that's on the homeowners.
Yeah.
Okay, we ready for executive?
Yeah.
Executive session